Hey everybody, great weekly so far, having a good time. I think these are two great units to start with. I think we are adding, get this, another great unit. This is just anti-moth technology. We could put the otter at the front, but I'll be a giggling pet. Or a wrinkled pet, like, what's that wrinkly dog? You know, don't be like wrinkly dog. What? Huh? You know what the wrinkly one. I can't believe we drew. I was fully anticipating a win. I was talking about wrinkly dogs instead of paying attention. So this is a little. Let me just say we're prioritizing the long term over the short term, but even still, I think we actually love the squad like this. I think this is actually an awesome position. I think we got like a perfect build around unit on our mosquito level up. If we're lucky, we might, I was gonna say take out, but weaken a couple of units here with our level 2 mosquito. It makes a difference. We are gonna win. And I think building a big peacock early, and I'm avoiding any kind of double entendres intentionally, it's great value. And I don't think this hurts you at all, honestly. Blueberries, actually, if I'm being honest, it seems like kind of a funny way to build your run. Like, that means, like, enemy mosquitoes will shoot our peacock, which will cause its hurt triggers to pop faster. Now, it'll also cause it to die faster, so you got to get the value out of that. But, I mean, I'm just going to say it, outplayed. That one felt good. This will work until we get, like, some garlic or something, I guess. Roll me. Sure. I'd like to get foods that I can... you know what? We're waiting for salads, now that I think about it. That's fine. Salads with a rabbit can go hard. But we're not in a position... Like, the rabbit is probably not sticking around forever, but to get some form of HP scaling on our peacock matters a lot. I guess it doesn't work on that. It only works on random abilities. That's right. This is a draw. So it won't suck up the dolphin ability, but it'll suck up mosquito abilities. It should probably take garlic. We did what we could. Should go here, roll me. Another peacock. Ooh, an orangutan. Well. I want it. We can wait around. And I think we're probably running like non-moth territory. Maybe I'll run it like this. For now. The orangutan buffing a peacock would go crazy, but we have a lot of HP to go through before that's going to happen. I think our order was set up properly. Oh, 2 Dobermans. That's to win without a Doberman even working. That scares me. Like you're gonna become a force to be reckoned with. Let's stack you. I am gonna buy you. I think you two are both sold. But we got to make sure it's set up. Because, like, we don't want a rabbit to be buffed. We also don't really want an otter to be buffed. So maybe, as much as it pains me, maybe the right thing to do is, like, cupcake you to give you some extra HP. Sell. Take out a toad. Is it a similar team to the ones we've been running? Yeah. But at least the toad is a worthy recipient of the HP. Because we know it has the ability to stick around all game. Okay, they got their own peacock, but ours is better. Thanks to the rabbit, I think. Okay, we got a little bit, we hit a speed bump, and now I feel like we're right back at it. There are peacock counters later, though. Like, you have to be wary of... Okay, very nice. You know what? I think it's a prime candidate for this strat right here. Hope that we're past moths. Take a quick salad. You're gonna buff yourself instead of the llama now. Son of a... That's okay. I still think the team's pretty good. It all comes down to the peacock and the garlic right now anyway. The peacock and the garlic are there until the llama gets enough to you know, pay for its own meals. We're okay. We're still very okay. By the way, I had a great run on my phone where I got like 7 starfish in the shop. I'm here to tell you, unfortunately, even with that situation, I had like 2 wins. I just don't think that the Starfish is the way to go this week. There's just not enough cell triggers, I think. Okay, you're buffing yourself yet again. And so you know what? You're a good guy. Maybe we can put a stake on you later and we won't feel so bad about it. This dude's going to steal my garlic. It's highly upsetting. And yet, here we are feeling pretty good regardless. That feeling may not last forever, but we got to 5 already. Now, what do we want to see? Chocolate, always good. Obviously, well, you know what? Straight up, garlic on you is going to go crazy. Now, this may sound insane. No, we should buff you. No, we should buff our peacock. Yeah. No, we should keep the peacock from getting buffed so that it gets the orangutan buff instead. I don't know. Anyway, listen, I'm inclined to say, because I may have made a mistake, that it's all gravy. At some point, this orangutan will buff our peacock. We want the peacock to get the buff because it'll get so much value out of it. That hurt. That hurt me a great deal. But you know what? You know what? Nobody has managed to surmount the stats quite yet. We got lots of opportunities for chocolate. Ooh. I'm going sicko mode. Wait, the orangutan is one of those ones that, like, I feel like it's not that good. Like, every time I have it, I'm like, this unit is not doing anything. But my results when I have a strong orangutan, at least this weekly, are always way better than teams where I don't run it. So I guess what I'm trying to say is, like, I don't know how to evaluate animals in this game. Except for just being like, I do well when I have it. Or like there's some animals that have like an obvious impact. Like every time you buy a cow, you're like, whoa, this is the best animal in the game. Then there's some animals that don't have an obvious impact. And maybe the orangutan is one of those. Give me some death touch. I just want to see how she goes here. Sure. And then, please buff the peacock. Thank you so much. Like, maybe the orangutan is underrated. Whereas something like the snake, every time someone, you know... This is real bad. Every time someone has a snake that goes off, it's never secret, you know? It's never like, oh, I couldn't believe that snake hit the next level. You're gonna buff yourself? Can I tell you something truly insane? I feel like our actual strat is Toad at the front. And I know it seems to make very little sense. The only reason I'm doing this, and I assure you that this is the case, the only reason I'm doing this is because of the fact that the Toad has Death Touch and a very high amount of HP for what a Toad normally has. So I feel like they might be better off killing like the enemy strong units. And now, I mean, this is a little bit unorthodox, but we're immediately made to look like a genius off of that. That feels nice. I don't really need you to level up then. If anything, I need the orangutan to level up to make your death touch even more valuable. Sadly, kind of nothing here, but sure. Okay, it is what it is. Who are you buffing right now? Dude, you're gonna buff the Toad. That's incredible. Because, like, just think about it logically. This Toad basically has 50 attack. So it's a 50... It's got infinite attack. So it's a 50-31, essentially. Although, no, they have to... I forgot they have to do the damage through the... I'm a fool! Never mind, I'm a genius! I'm trying to think of... Listen, because it only kills if the Toad has enough damage to get through melon armor in the first place. So it's not infinity damage, but... Listen, I'm just saying, okay? Now, soon... Oh, we're already on 9. Holy cow. Soon, we'll be able to run a 5th unit. The downside of running a 5th unit is that the orangutan buffs will only go to the 5th unit. The bright side is that unit could provide us a lot of value, maybe. It could provide us more than the... Oh, crap. Never mind. I don't know. I'm clearly out of my depth here. That's a very strong team. That team outscaled the likes of me quite easily. I feel like you giving Death Touch vibes would also be amazing. I feel like we buff our Death Touch unit just so they're likely to live longer. I really want you... I think we set it up like that. And just in case you don't get the Death Touch, here's a lemon. I mean, we had 3 gold. You got to figure out what you're doing with it, right? I still think this squad can get us there. Coconut armor, genius play. I can't really be mad, even though I'm obviously highly upset. That hurts a great deal. Hold on. Is there a shot? Is there a chance? There's not a chance. We're going to have to duke it out. Pill would hit the spot. Freeze me? Pill me? I'm a simple man. I'm merely asking for a pill. I still think you're the right... are you? I still think you're the right thing. If that's the case, we're not... No, we're still looking for a pill. For just a brief moment. Thank you so much. Now, don't hit the toad. That's fine. I think now we'll run you in position 2. Buy a cow. Buff. At this point, you probably want to run it like that. And I think I'd rather sell a cow and get one last ride here. You're getting the stats. Okay. I don't know if this is enough. It's not bad. It's a team that I wouldn't want to go up against, but we've seen there's equipment counters to this. That's not one of them. That's not one of them. Oh, you're lucky. I, on the other hand, am not lucky. This is a very minimal amount of changes that I can make to my squad. I actually feel like one of them is this. And then, like, perhaps a little prayer is associated with this. Like, we keep going back to the well with the walrus, but it's like Death Touch is just so obviously valuable. I lived. I think we made it. Okay, so that was a little sloppy, but we got there. I mean, it's weird to have a weekly where I feel like a 10-piece. I'm like, oh, it wasn't the best 10-piece I've ever had. No big deal. Like, I should be more excited just to get 10. Ooh. Should be more excited just to get 10 to begin with, I think, but feels good. Let me be like a, how about like a bamboozled bacteria? The Salmonella and Campylobacter, after they finally set up a semi-permanent home in my stomach and colon, and then all of a sudden, 300 cc's of ciprofloxacin come flooding in. No! Anyway. You get the idea. What are we doing with the magpies? I'll tell you what we're doing with the magpies. We're doing absolutely nothing with the magpies. Shut up about the magpies, okay? What we're doing with the magpies is leveling up next turn. And there's a second level that feels nice. Not that we're... Okay, I'm going to freeze the whole shop up. We could have leveled up on this turn and maybe gotten a peacock, but generally speaking, you know, I feel like it's best practice to level up on turn 3, so you could get the tier 3 unit instead of a tier 2 unit. It makes sense. It makes sense. Okay, this is like the most even draw of all time. But this is what it's all about. My level. I don't really see the Aardvark going off that much this week. Okay, good. There's just not that many summons. It's not like a summon-heavy weekly. And I'm running... Here's a new one for you. 3 squad, and we're kind of praying that they don't run mods themselves. That's a moth. That's a loss. That's a loss. Okay, I mean, we just need more units, really. That's just, there's a little bit of bad luck involved. You might say, by the way, you're not saving gold for the magpie. Yeah, I know, because it, like, there's no benefit right now. I am going to take my level because I'm in desperate circumstances. And I don't see it really being like a big yak weekly either. I think this is the new setup we want. Don't love the team, for sure. I'm not in love with how this team looks, but... Yeah, the thing with the magpie is like the only thing this week that really works with a magpie is like a mongoose or a meerkat. But I feel like the meerkat is like pure garbage, and we didn't see it, so that's 2 good reasons to have not gotten one yet. Call me crazy. I don't think the magpie is necessarily long for this world, except for the fact that it has good stats. So I'm going to try to build up my stork a little bit here. I love to see it. I think a salad would hit hard next turn. Garlic on the magpie might at least, and I still don't want the meerkat, okay? I just don't respect it. Garlic on the magpie until we find like a more compelling squad to run. Maybe there's something to that. And we're kind of back into it here. Had a little bit of a stumble, but now I'm feeling better. It is tempting to run a weasel, but I'd rather just wait for like a silver fox. Try it. Roll me. I don't want a level 3 magpie. That being said, I'm giving you some garlic just to enhance our odds of winning right now. And I'm honestly thinking that what if you just ran Doberman? What if we unwound the whole squad and tried to make a Doberman team work? Because I'm not really that attached to anything that we got right now. It seems like they're doing well for now, but that could change pretty quick. Now, I see that there is the prospect of like a food build here. Let's start here. There's 2 HP for 3 gold plus the monkey. And I guess if we pilled you, we would just get a monkey. Maybe it makes more sense to have put it on like a rabbit. You know what? I'm going... This is before a monkey can normally show up. That's what I'm telling myself. Not that good anymore. Okay, this team is kind of... it's a little bit psycho. But we do have some scaling. I think what we want is to make sure that whenever possible, we're doubling up our scaling on a unit that can actually, like, benefit from it. That's a strong boy. Holy cow, level 3 otter? Yeah, I am not necessarily the biggest fan of my pivot, but it was funny. Well, what do you think? Sell your magpie? Buy a seal? Put your seal up at the front, give it some grapes? So you get 2 HP out of it? No, I think the stork taking the HP is fine. And then, we should have done banana, then grape. But you know what? I'm just gonna... I'm gonna make up for lost time here. I appreciate the buffs. We, again, are in a position where we have no attack. But at least we have some scaling. It's gonna be interesting, that's for sure. That's my way of saying there's no shot. My way of saying there's no shot is it's gonna be interesting. Okay, so we're on 2 life already. Our scaling is, in my personal professional opinion, inadequate. I can't sell my stork to run the squad. I'm sorry, and I wish that we could, but we can't. Like, to put the Doberman on the squad, we have to sell our stork. You can't run 2 Dobermans because they would cancel each other out like the lion does. I think we gotta work with what we got. Okay, this is truly madness. What I basically wasted last turn, if you take this at face value, but it does allow us to get a tier 6, which is freaking useless right now. And hey, no need to be rude. Did you forget about the fact that we got a level 2 monkey now too? So we're basically just stacking up one big level 1 stork. You probably don't have to be a super autopets genius to know that that's not necessarily like the highest likelihood situation to come to pass. And yet we still won this one, which means that there's some hope at the very least. I'm not buying another seal. I've been down that road. You certainly need this. You certainly need this, even though we're going to be 4-squatted. Before attack, gain melon perk. Okay, I think actually we got a new strat now. And it's still 4-squatted. I'd like to apologize to our dragonfly, but desperate times call for desperate measures. It kind of moves to the beat of jazz, you know? That's what I'm telling myself anyway. I'll take it. I'll take it, I think. It's like insanely... Oh, no! I really thought that we got the luckiest payouts possible and managed to cheese it, but that did not work out. Okay, roll me. This is looking It's looking a little rough. It's a little late to add an orangutan to the squad and pray. Of course, doing nothing is also not really like an advisable strat, but your hope is that it's not going to be nothing. Your hope is that you're going to get something out of it. I think if we could just get like a level 2 reindeer or last long enough for it to get over 30 HP, I'd feel a lot better about myself, but we might make it through this round. We are going to make it through this round. I mean, this is... You make mistakes like this last week, enjoy getting 2 wins. This week, no problem, apparently. Okay, yes, very important. I know you're like, why aren't you buying the Dragonfly? Well, honestly, like, I don't think the Dragonfly getting to level 2 is like a huge part of our plan. But it was like, if that was the only thing that was going to be available, then sure, then we take it. But I think we really need like a much better than expected reindeer. And it trading with their peacock is much better than expected. Because, I mean, when you get a peacock, you go all in on the peacock. Okay, so we're at 6 wins. Level 2 reindeer. Sell me. Unfreeze me, finally. Buy me. Buy me. You'd probably rather have, like, a turtle. I guess you'd probably rather have a monkey. I was thinking, like, a turtle sort of makes sense in there to give a guaranteed melon to the monkey, but definitely, like, a reindeer getting statted up matters more. But we are, presumably, pretty soon, we're going to be going up against, like, those nightmarish, like, super buff teams. My god, this was a dream come true. What? I really don't think one reindeer alone is going to do this for us. Sure. But it's where we stand, and it's what we've got. So I think you should just be happy with it for now. We're not going to buff the reindeer because it's already getting close to max. We will buff it with another monkey just because we can get a level 3 monkey potentially. But if we live through this one, which is a bit of a tall order, it would be nice to get a level 2 lionfish. Oh, coconut armor! Hang on, I'm still living. I'm still alive. That takes us to 8. This is a miracle run, man. 2 lionfish doesn't do anything. We made the right call. This does matter because 3 melon armors would hit the spot. It means we don't have like anything else on our team. So you just run like a squirrel. I mean, maybe garlic on a monkey makes more sense. But and we should probably now move the... Yeah, because we're on max HP. You should move the stork to the front. So that's a pretty... I mean, it's the kind of whiff that'll keep you up at night if we lose this one, for sure. Holy cow. You see the power? We still lose? No, we win! Thank you to my stork! Thank you to Stork Lemon! We're on 9. I don't believe it. Okay, move me. None of the food actually matters. I mean, like, I guess for 2, I'd do that, but... Then we get this. Come on, give me something a little meaningful. It's got to be big. I don't really want to do lionfish steak. It just screws up our positioning. I mean, it sounds crazy. Just zebra and chill. That's the squad. It's zebra and chill. Either way, I'm really proud of the way the team shook out here. We almost never take reindeer, so this is like it's a whole new world for me. Melon. The melon is not enough. No, they're way stronger. I really believe there. I'll take it though. Like considering the insanity of our pivots and pilling our good units to turn them into monkeys, 9 is still feels somehow heartbreak feels good in a place like this. Anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, click the like button. Helps out a great deal. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. I'll see you next time. See ya!